එන්න ටොයටා ලංකා මහගෙදරට ඕනෑම ටොයටා වාහනයක් ටොයටා ලයිෆ් සත්කාරයෙන් රැකහදා ගන්න.
The incumbent government will not hesitate to take disciplinary action against all individuals deemed responsible for the Easter Sunday attacks. The Attorney General's recommendations submitted to us after due consideration of the Presidential Commission report will be relied upon in initiating disciplinary action. Furthermore, the government will also never hesitate to file charges against those deemed to be criminally responsible after the relevant CID investigations draw to a close. In doing so, we vow to enforce the law against all equally, notwithstanding the affiliations certain officials may have with the government.
Deputy Minister of Defence Major General Aruna Jayasekara, who once served as the commander of the Eastern Province, definitely knows what happened to Sarah Jasmine. Aruna Jayasekara is a deputy minister. We cannot accept this pledge made by the government because the relevant deputy minister continues to be part of the government.
We are not bothered by MP Vijayasuri's refusal to accept our pledge. We have initiated investigations. We are in the midst of taking all other relevant actions. At the end of the day, the successful completion of these probes will render justice to the victims of the Easter Sunday attacks.
According to Hadia's statement, Sarah Jasmine was at the scene of the bombing in Saindamardu. Sarah was later taken out of the scene. At first, a group of soldiers were deployed to the scene. It is impossible for the then commander of the Eastern Province, Major General Aruna Jayasekara, to have been unaware of the deployment of such troops. Even if he had been unaware of it at the outset, he must have known about the deployment later. Major General Aruna Jayasekara's subordinates now conduct investigations while he sits atop as the Deputy Minister of Defence. My question is simple. Today the Deputy Minister of Defence is Major General Aruna Jayasekara. Explain to us how the authorities will be able to conduct a fair investigation when the officials probing the matter are subordinates of the Deputy Minister of Defence.
Aruna Jayasekara was named the Deputy Minister of Defence in 2024. The Easter Sunday attacks transpired in 2019. Aruna Jayasekara was not the Deputy Minister of Defence from 2019 to 2022. Then the relevant authorities could have conducted the investigations as fairly as possible. However, that never happened. We are now completing a task that they were never able to finish off when they were in power. We will not console them over their grief regarding the matter. Investigations into the Easter Sunday attack will continue to move forward. There is nothing to hide. All pertinent facts will be presented and justice will be served.
Upon assuming power, the incumbent government has taken up a rigid stance on regulations surrounding privately held pharmacies. The National Medicines Regulatory Authority has denied several owners of pharmacies the opportunity to update their permits. Owners of pharmacies have raised concern over this matter. From the 1st of January this year till the 18th of July, a total of 2,039 applications were filed with the National Medicines Regulatory Authority seeking extensions for existing permits authorizing the operation of pharmacies. From among the applications filed, new permits were granted to 1,820 applicants. Therefore, 89.25% of the applicants have received new permits. I believe that you must represent the 90% who were granted permits and not the 10% who weren't. Who are these applicants to whom permission was denied? These are applicants who seek permits to operate pharmacies without pharmacists. That can never be allowed. I am disappointed by the opposition's plea requesting that permits be granted to these subpar pharmacies. Instead, the opposition must instruct these pharmacies to upgrade their standards.
As for the governor and the central bank, there is no sense of direct responsibility to whom it comes. Through the process, there is a necessity of institution of this nature. Today, if you want to buy a car, if you want to buy a house, if it's investments overseas, priority sector lending on the basis of government salary outward is approved by central bank, but his own salaries is approved by himself. So the SMEs have been squeezed against the wall. So these type of things, the control is not in the hands of an elected finance minister like Anura Disanayake, who is elected by the people. An unelected person is running the fiscal and the monetary and decide the fate of to the economy of this country. This country's economy has gone through too much of turbulent time, and it's necessary that we have the sense of accountability reporting directly. Please, you all have got 2/3, you all have got the necessary things. If there have been half-baked legislation that have come in, it's time to get it corrected. I'm saying with empirical evidence and with practical experience. This country can't go through another 22nd May type of operation. If the sense of independence is there for central bank, what is he doing in Washington when you got to do Donald Trump's tariff negotiations? These are the sense of independence that is breached, Honourable Minister. So I would appreciate, with your knowledge, to take this on and ensure this corrective action is done with immediate effect.
As of now, the central bank operates and functions within this given framework and autonomy, not only for administrative purposes but also for the accountability purposes as well. They have to go by information, facts, figures and research and not by emotions or any other saying. So therefore they are accountable and they have to report. The reporting really matters in 3 types of reports. If there are any deviation, of course we can question and take them accountable and raise questions and ask. Specifically this inflation target, it is very clear that the 5% if you take last 20-year period, because they have taken the information into account. So our average inflation lies 5%. Of course due to the crisis period it has gone up to 70%. That is a different story. That is the reason why now it has come down and we are experiencing a kind of deflationary situation. Now it has gradually moved up to 0. So therefore 5% has been decided based on facts. In the future, if it is not appropriate, we can accordingly change. As of now, so they are working according to that. And one thing I must tell you, as far as their autonomy and accountability and practices are concerned, in fact, price and financial stability has been achieved. Now we have to work on that to take the country forward for economic growth and development.